Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing. I want to try to demystify one of the reasons why glass likes to streak when we're cleaning it. As professional detailers, this could be a bear, it could be a pain in the butt. We're always trying to get a perfect finish on the glass, but it keeps streaking on us. What ultimately causes streaking? People say it's the cleaner, maybe you're not using the right towel. There's a couple things you need to understand. Typically, as a professional detailer, we'll wash the car, right? We'll use a car soap, we'll indirectly clean the windows with the car soap. Then what we'll do is we'll take a clay bar or some type of synthetic clay mitt or bar, whatever you want to do, and we want to remove bonded contaminants off the window, also traffic film that might be on the glass, because here's the deal. Traditional glass cleaners are basically isopropyl alcohol and water. They're not going to remove bonded contaminants from the glass. They're not going to get rid of traffic film. And if you just go right in there with a glass cleaner, you'll be smearing all that non-water soluble product and kind of get a lot of streaking. So sometimes we got to clean the glass first before we actually clean it. That sounds silly, right? Well, even after doing all of that, you've washed the car, you've clayed it, you think you've got the window absolutely clean, you go to use your glass cleaner and the window streaks. Why does it do that? Folks, what I'm going to talk about is not talked about a lot. You have to remember, especially automotive glass, if we had little microscopic eyes and we could see what's going on where we can't see with our normal eyes, glass is actually porous. It has pores to it, very tiny. So when you're spraying a fluid into the glass, what's happening as you use your drying towel or your application towel, you're having a game of push and pull, right? You're wicking and pulling the product out of those tiny little pores because you're using a fluid much like water, and it will drive you nuts. Folks, let me ask you a question. Why do you think we have things like, a lot of guys like these things, they're waffle weave towels, right? It's kind of like the texture of a waffle. It's got these little pockets. Why do you think we have waffle weave towels when it comes to glass? They're mimicking or exaggerating what's happening on the glass with all its tiny pores. Your fluid, your glass cleaner is going to get trapped in these little pockets of the waffle weave towel, so you're kind of indirectly picking up the product and not having too much of it on the glass, continuing to fight this wicking or this push and pull because the glass is porous. Folks, I want to tell you something. You want to wash the car with your soap. You want to clay it because you got to get rid of bonded contaminants from the glass and things that the soap won't get off or things that the glass cleaner won't get off. I want to talk about something. I just made a video about Masterson's Wash and Shine. You can use other products if you want, but I want to talk about what's happening on a microscopic level. If I spray this Masterson's Wash and Shine on this glass, what's really cool about this is that it will pick up light, dust, and dirt, whatever's on that glass. But guess what it's doing? No matter what towel I use, the sealant within it is filling those tiny little pores. So when I go in there to buff off the glass, I'm not going to have any streaking. Why? Because the product is actually filling those tiny little pores. I'm no longer having a push and pull game with me. I don't need to necessarily rely on a waffle towel and spend a lot of money for them, because again, all it's trying to do is trap some of the product in there because there's high spots and low spots to the towel. I hope that kind of makes sense to you guys. But the ultimate reason why windows streak is because they're porous. And just using a glass cleaner alone, that's like water, you're having a push and pull wicking effect, and it will drive you absolutely nuts. Glass cleaners, my God, I've been doing this for years and I'm tired of it. What glass cleaners really need to do, to be honest with you, they need to have a filling agent in it so it levels that glass out so you don't have that effect anymore. I hope that helps you out. One of the other reasons why Masterson Wash and Shine, waterless wash and shine on glass, can fill those tiny little pores and stop all the madness. Love you all. What do you think of that?